And it's that time again. Big squat routine time again. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I was actually a little bit nervous before starting today. There's a feeling of kind of like anticipation, of discomfort, of hard work. You get a little bit of kind of nerves before that kind of thing, before going into, a period like that. So this is the third time I've done this routine in the last 9 days. I've had kind of like every third day big squat. Last time I got 150 for 7. So I was quite happy with that. Today was a lot like the first time I did it. It's after a night duty, not the best sleep, not the best food. But nevertheless, I wanted to get this under my belt. So far, I've had a really, really good response from my body with this program. The sheer number of repetitions, the volume, the sheer volume. Even though it's kind of like cheap volume, I say cheap volume because it's not in the 70 to 85% range, the majority of the reps, but still, there's something to just getting reps under your belt. My legs have been feeling fantastic. The hip has felt really good. I'm using the narrow stance again, as you can see here. And that's just basically because my hip feels really good and I feel much, much stronger in this position than with wide stance. Not that I've ever had a wide stance, but I've definitely had a wider stance. But yeah, just freaking amazing. I know some of you guys have said that you're going to try out the big squat routine. I'm really keen to hear what you guys, experienced. Maybe I'm overdoing it, doing three lots of these routines in the space of 9 days. But, when you feel like something is working, when you feel like something is basically doing you good, you just basically want more of it. The first time I did the big squat routine, I was basically sore for 3 days. The second time I did the big squat routine, no soreness whatsoever at all. And after the second big squat routine, I was able to come in and do a 200 times 1, which equals my best. So, and this is like less than 24 hours after the second big squat routine. So there's something to this, man. I think a large portion of that 200 times 1 the following day was because my hips just feel fantastic. Just the blood, engorging the muscle with blood, repairing, is done something. So today, bit nervous. I felt a little bit kind of uneasy about what was going to happen because the first time I did this big squat routine, I came off a night shift that time as well, and my God, was that a difficult thing. Today also 34 degrees, which is I think 94 degrees Fahrenheit. So very, very warm, hard to breathe, hard to recover between sets. Some of these later sets, man, I was taking like 10 minutes between sets. I was really huffing and puffing and trying to get the air in. Whereas the second time I did the big squat routine, I did it like 8 in the morning or something like that. And that was a cool morning, really, really cool morning. And so I was like, just loving it, absolutely loving it. So I was saying to my cameraman, around this period, the 80 kilo period, this was kind of the first time I was feeling the weight. So basically between this and around 120 kilos, I was really, really working hard. Like it was really starting to build more and more and more. And then the set with 150 and the set with 150, 140, 150 were real kind of just heavy sets. They're just heavy. Not so much breathing. It was just heavy on my body. Rather, the stuff before that was just basically heavy breathing and managing metabolic fatigue. 140, 150 was okay. Brace. This is heavy. My core's crumbling. So it's kind of a transitional period around that weight. I want to do this again. I'm aiming to do it every third day. This has kind of dominated the thinking last week or so. The response that I got from this was fantastic and just want to keep going. Just amazing, really, really amazing. Who would have thought that sets of an empty barbell of 20 would do you good? But yeah, from the first set, I started feeling my quads all the way until the last set. Really, really good. So 110. Really happy how the squat's moving as well. Like the narrow stance kind of makes me feel like the legs are underneath me directly. It's really, really strange. It just feels like I can just push up. I know that sounds really weird, but I legit feel that way. Whereas if my stance is kind of more wider, I feel like there is an emphasis on pushing my knees out. Like, there's a component of that. And I'm always at the bottom. I'm like, okay, knees out, knees out, knees out. Flat back, knees out. With this, the knees naturally want to come out. There's no thinking about it. In fact, I'm thinking knees in because my body wants to push it out because, I'm kind of sitting on top of my hamstrings, my calves. So it's a really interesting sensation. I know a lot of you guys have said, man, you've got crazy dorsiflexion, you've got crazy ankles, crazy hips. I think you can do it if you just put some effort into it. Spend some time in the bottom of the squat, load it up, like put 40 kilos on your back, sit down in that hole and just let the ankles stretch out, let the hips stretch out, and yeah, maybe give it a go. So 130 times 9. Yeah, I was feeling it here. I was feeling it. This was the tester. Yeah. Bar started to, slow down a little bit on me. I was kind of pausing at the top as well, just for a brief second, just to get my core right. I couldn't just bounce, pump it out. I'm really happy how this looks, actually. Really happy. And then this is the final set. This is the final set. The moment I unracked it, I knew this is going to be a fight. It always looks easy on camera, man. That pisses me off, man. The camera just lies, man. I was working really hard here, but it seems as though it was just a breeze. Yeah, that was a hard rep. Nice. Last one, I think. Yeah. Last time I did 150 times 7, my core started cramping up. I was telling my cameraman, like my lower abs started cramping up and basically giving out. So I said to him, like, of course I could do 3-4 more reps, but at what expense? At the expense of form. You don't want to sacrifice form ever because, if your lower abs are cramping up, what's the next step of that? A hernia? So your structural integrity always has to be number one. Don't ever forfeit your positioning because you're just asking for trouble at that point. Anyway, I'm in a hurt locker right now on the screen, as you can see. But anyway, it feels amazing to kind of finally get through that. It feels amazing to get through the session. All right, fellas and ladies, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.